Hey folks, welcome back to our channel, Mystery Recap. In today's video, we're going to recap a movie named Species. So stick with us till the end. But before we move on to the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon for more videos like this one. Scientists watch a 12-year-old girl who is being held in a quarantine chamber in a secret government lab. They want to kill her with gas. Dr. Xavier Fitch is moved and tells her goodbye. At first, she looks scared and confused. As the cyanide gas is pumped into the room, she figures out what's going on. Strangely, the poison does not hurt her at all. The girl uses her bare hands to break the chamber and get out of the lab. The military is called in right away. The girl quickly jumps over the fence and gets on the train, giving the government a short break. The girl kills a homeless man on the train, and she takes his clothes to hide her face. As soon as the train stops, she realizes that she needs money to buy food. Then she takes a bag at random and runs back to the train. She doesn't find any money in the bag, but she does find a very interesting device that looks like a portable TV. The girl is so hungry that she sneaks into the dining car of the train and steals some fruit. She eats the whole banana, peel and all, because she has never been taught how to be polite. After eating so much, the girl's body starts to change. She looks at herself in the mirror in a panic, and she's scared by what she sees. All of a sudden, tentacles grew out of her body and spread all over the car. When the ticket inspector checks out the noise, she sees a big jelly cocoon in the wall. As she got closer, the creature killed her right away. Shortly after that, the girl has turned into a fully grown woman. Fitch is also putting together a group of experts to help him find the girl. Preston is a killer, Dan Smithson is a psychic, Dr. Stephen Arden is an anthropologist, and Dr. Laura Baker is a molecular biologist. Fitch tells Sill's story to the group. In 1974, a message was sent into space for any intelligent beings who might be listening. 20 years later, someone replied, scientists got information from the unknown civilizations about how the DNA of an alien species is put together and how to mix it with human DNA. The scientists were able to make a new species, which they call Sill. As an empath, Dan tells the group that Sill did not like being locked up and that she's holding something huge inside. Fitch thought that Sill grew up too fast because she went into a cocoon every 3 months and was too violent when she slept. Because of this, the government chose to fire her. Fitch is afraid that Sill will hurt more people if she's scared or feels like her life is in danger. Before she changes again, the group has to beat her before time runs out. Back on the train, Sill is over 21 and has been awake for a night. Soon after that, Sill goes for a walk in downtown LA. Sill observes a lot of pregnant women and babies out on the streets. She finds out that because of her fast growth, she needs to mate with human men and have children. The group of experts is always one step behind Sill in their search for the girl. They know Sill has changed because her cocoon was left at the scene of the crime. Later, the team looks at it to see if Sill has changed. Dr. Laura works on the sample of cocoon DNA in the lab. When the camera goes off, she and Preston have to go into the quarantine room to change it. When the camera is changed, Dan feels that this way of doing things is not right. Fitch sees on the monitor that the sample grows a lot. It quickly changes into the monster with tentacles and spreads all over the room. Fitch has to shoot the monster inside the room, but it doesn't die. Just in the nick of time, the room burns down, letting the two people get out. Fitch tells the group that the only way to kill this alien species is to shoot the whole area. Back to Sill, she gets to the hotel and starts to dress like a real woman. She asks the person at the desk where she can meet a man. He then takes her credit card and shows her the bar on the corner. Sill looks for a good date in the bar. Sill is alone in the bar, and soon a handsome man starts to flirt with her. He's taken away from Sill by another drunk woman who shows up. Sill kills that woman in the toilet after that because she made him feel jealous and scared. On Sill's plan, she runs out and seduces an artist man at the bar. In the meantime, Sill's credit card was stolen and the front desk worker called the police to report it. Fitch and his team get to the hotel quickly. The camera in the hotel makes it hard for the team to tell who Sill is. Later, they go to the bar quickly, but Sill has already left in the car with the man she was after. At his house, Sill keeps a close eye on him. She needs to be sure that the artist is a good fit for her child. As the two are about to have fun, Sil says that she has changed her mind and wants the artist to drive her back to the bar. The artist is angry that she said no, so he is violent with Sil. Sad to say, the artist dies in the end. Later, Fitch's team again loses track of Sil because they only find the artist's dead body. Laura realizes that the artist was not a good choice because he was addicted to drugs and has diabetes. Sil can tell right away that it is a creature that is half human and half alien. The group goes back to the hotel because Dan thinks that's where she will be. When Sil sees the police at the hotel, she decides to move. Sil is out and about in the artist's car when the gas runs out. She gives up on the car and starts to walk instead. Sil is hit by a car while crossing the street and she blacks out. Someone in a red car calls for help. Afterward, he goes with her to the hospital. Even though he doesn't know Sil, he pays for her medical care. The doctor, on the other hand, is shocked to see that Sil's wound can't heal itself. Sil and the man who saved her leave the hospital quickly. Fitch gets a call from the hospital about Sil at the abandoned car. The group finds out that Sil has set her sights on the man as her next possible partner. Laura and Preston leave right away in their car to help the man. Sil knows that she doesn't have much time left when she gets to the man's house. Even though he doesn't want to, the man has fun in the pool. Not too long after that, Laura and Preston ring the doorbell. Sil tries to stop the man from going out to check on the guests, but he insists on leaving. Sil tells the man she wants to have a child. The man gets out of the water and tells Sil that she's crazy. Sil then kills him by drowning him. When the two experts go into the house, they see a pool of blood and a dead body. Again, the team can't figure out where the monster is. Sil also steals clothes and a car from a woman in another place. Then she drives towards the police and watches as they look into her. Through her telepathy, she can even repeat what Fitch says with her lips. Later, Sil comes up with a plan to get rid of the police at the woman's house. Sil first cuts off her thumb and gives it to the woman. She buys a lot of gas and puts it in the car. Then Sil plans to meet Dan in person outside the bar. While Dan calls for help, Sil runs away in the car with the woman she had just tied up. Sil and the police end up in a tense chase, which is exactly what Sil thought would happen. She makes it look like the woman died by crashing the car on purpose down the hill. Sil gets out of the car just in time before it, and the woman goes up in flames. He then runs away from the police. Fitch is happy when the team has finished the mission. They go to a bar to celebrate the win. Sil changes her hairstyle and keeps working on her plan during this time. Preston, who is on his way to see his secret girlfriend, is the next guy she might date. Laura and Preston got close while they were working together. Sil watches them have fun from a different room. Sil is in Stephen's room, as it turns out. As soon as Stephen walks into the room, Sil changes her target to him. Sil tries hard to get Stephen's attention, and then the two of them have fun together. Dan can tell that Sil is free at the hotel, so he goes to meet Preston. Dan and Preston quickly told the other members. Stephen and Sil have a passionate moment, and Sil is happy to tell Stephen that she can feel the baby growing inside her. Stephen thinks she's silly and laughs at how innocent she is. When Stephen looks at Sil's belly and realizes something, she changes into a monster and kills the man. When the team gets to Stephen's room, it's already too late. Sil is no longer in the sewers. The group arm themselves and follow Dan's instincts to find Sil. When they split up to look for Sil, Fitch dies. Sil has now become her true monster mother. She has her babies right there in the sewers. Dan finds a baby boy in a cave when he gets there. The boy kills a rat with his tentacle so he can eat it. Dan can't kill the baby because he thinks it's best to catch him alive. Dan gets hurt when the boy attacks him, but he is okay. The boy turns into a monster after that. Dan shoots and his weapon kills him. Dan goes to a cliff and hangs himself. Sil gets even more angry in another sewer because she knows that her child has been killed. Preston shoots at Sil until the monster falls off the fire. Sil manages to catch Dan in the fire while Laura and Preston try to save him. Preston uses his last bullet to shoot the monster in the head, killing her for good. The three people leave the sewer because their mission is really done. So guys, that's it for today. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more movie recaps. Also, comment your favorite movie name you would like to get an explanation on. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out these videos.